Hey peeps, welcome back. So we're going to be doing some repotting today. Now I'm not exactly sure what these are. I got them from Hannah. So I think this one is an aloe of some sort. I'm not quite sure what type, but I think it's an aloe. We've got this one, which I think it's not an echeveria, I think maybe a graptivaria. Again, I'm really not sure. I'm terrible with the names of these things, and they're not really labelled all too well when you buy them from the shops, which is super helpful, by the way. Note the sarcasm. But yeah, I think this one's a graptivaria, and I think, I could be completely wrong, but I think this one is what do you call it, Epiwarthia or something like that. But if I'm wrong and you guys know what any of these may be, feel free to leave a comment and yeah, let me know what they are, because that would be much appreciated. So anyway, Hannah gave me these pots to sort out and tidy up a little bit, because they're getting a bit bushy and overgrown, especially this guy. So we're just going to take them out, have a look, and separate them and get them into some nice new pots. Return them home, and any of the babies will be either rehomed or maybe I might keep them, who knows. Let's get started. So which one to begin with first? I think maybe we'll start with this big bushy one, actually, because he even flowered. It actually looked very cool when it was in flower. Now I think they're seeds. So maybe what we'll do is we'll got the scissors here, is we'll cut this off first. Yeah, you can hear. Ah, so maybe there's some seeds in there. We'll have a look in a bit. So let's put that over there for now. Pots. Put the camera down a little bit so you guys can see what's going on down here. So it's in a decorative pot. So it's okay. Oh wow, he just comes right out. So he's kind of in a plastic pot. That's a decorative one, and he is completely pot bound. There's a lot of mushy looking roots at the bottom here, which I think will need to come off. They don't look all too healthy, but I can see some, if you can notice that, let's move this out of the way, some fresh stuff poking through there. Bottom a little bit. So let's clear all this off and see what we've got. There's also a lot of dead leaves on here, so the soil is quite dry. It's literally just coming off as I move it about with my fingers. Oh, and we've got one that's fallen off already. A lot of dead leaves. Ooh, okay, so he's down a second. So he's got some dead leaves here, which we can pull off like that. I'm pretty sure this is some sort of Haworthia. I'm almost certain this is not an aloe. But yeah, it looks very similar to the Haworthias. So I think it's enough dead leaves. There's some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roots there coming at the bottom. Little stumps there, which is cool. So that's one. I think what's going to be easier is if I just pick this up one by one, and then we can just put them back in the pots as an arrangement. There's some terrible dead stuff here. And these are they don't look so dead. This one's actually got some more roots. Just peel back all these old ugly looking leaves. Like that. Now what you can do is you can either leave the established root system on, or you can kind of just chop it back and let these new roots come through. Obviously it will take a little bit longer for it to settle in and recover, but yeah, Haworthias grow slow anyway, so it really depends on how much you want to delay the shock from the repotting and whatnot. I think these are actually a little bit dehydrated by the feel of it. They're starting to discolour. That's okay. So that's another one. That's number 2. I actually wonder how many are in here. See now, I think in the middle here there's a lot of dead leaves. I don't think I want to separate all of them, but just a few of them. Maybe I can put them in some pots for them. Let's just give it some room to grow. Now, realistically, I should be cutting these, but yeah, they're just coming away like this, so they have good root systems attached to them. I think it's going to be okay. Let's just get that one off so we can just start to do it. So this is the main one. This is obviously the one that, oh, and this is a baby that dried up and died. So, okay. So this one doesn't look so bad at all. It's just got some dead leaves, but a lot of healthy roots, which is good. So how would we get rid of this? Maybe if I put scissors in there. Oh, cutting the leaves. So that doesn't look so ugly anymore. I mean, the flowers on succulents, they can look amazing, but sometimes the display is a little bit bleh in there, but cool nonetheless. It's just when they dry out and they look all yellow and brown, it's never pretty to see. Okay. Now, you're probably noticing that I'm not using any special tools. I'm just using my hands. The succulents are really tough like that. So this is the center one. So we're going to put them to one side, and I don't know, maybe we'll just we'll see. Because there are so how many babies are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 babies. So I really don't know whether or not to put a couple back in with the mother or not. I don't think it's going to be such a good idea, because that's the thing about these things, they give off lots of little pups and like to spread. I think I'm going to think about that a little bit when I tidy these leaves up. I think what I'm going to do is, while I do the rest, I'm just going to pause it so the video doesn't go on for so long. Okay, so that's all of them cleaned up and separated. So I think I've decided to go back in its original pot. I think I'm just going to put the main mother plant, because, and you kind of set it in there. Yeah, he takes up the whole thing, so if I start shoving those in, it's just going to look overcrowded. It's really not going to have room to grow many new pups. So I think these guys, I might keep a couple, but I'm going to repot. I have an old dish here that I'm probably going to do a mini planter with, but maybe she would like to give some as gifts. So yeah, that's far too many to put back in there. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the graptive area, I'll call it for now. Next, as it also has 2 pups that I can see, so let's have a look. Ooh, oh shit, there's water in there I didn't see. So it's actually been sat with wet feet, which is not good. Yep. So he's absolutely sopping wet, as you can see. Fairly pot bound. There's some dry stuff under here, but I don't know if this is mould here. I don't know if you can see. The light is a bit bad, but it looks a little bit webby there. So I think we need to get these guys separated and into some drier medium, because oh, that's not good. I did not realise it was sat in water like that. And in case you didn't know, you guys probably know if you're watching this already, or if you're just new to plants and you're wondering what this whole wet feet thing is. It's basically doing that. I mean, some plants can take that, where you just leave a little bit of water and it feeds from the bottom, but with succulents and a lot of other plants, it's better to just water them, let the water run through, and then drain anything that comes out the bottom, so it's not just sat there in water that's going stagnant. That can really cause some problems with the roots of the plant. And overwatering also for succulents is just, yeah, it's deadly. It's the #1 killer. Because realistically, they're not all that demanding. Oh shit. They're not all that demanding of a plant, but yeah, if you overwater them, then they're going to rot and go mushy. So don't do that. So that's one keiki. Well, not keiki, one pup, sorry. I'm thinking of orchids there when I call them keikis. So just when you separate it, just take the stalk and it will have some roots attached to that stalk, like that. And then you can just plant that in and that becomes its own plant. So let's just get rid of all the rest of this horrible mushy stuff. And I think what I'm going to do, because I've gone and got mud all over the leaves, is, and again, is I'm going to go and rinse this off, because yeah, no mess of that, because I've derped and I've dropped it, so let's get that sorted. So I've rinsed him down, got rid of all the old medium, and that's the root ball that's left with it. See, the cool thing about succulents is, especially ones like this, is they have very shallow root systems, so it's quite possible to grow them in shallow dishes if you want. You don't need to give them a pot, you can give them a wide shallow dish, and as you can see, their roots will just spread out and go radial rather than bury deeper. It all depends on what container and how well they do, but this one, yeah, the root system is shallow. And the same can be said for, let's find the word for this, for the babies here. Again, you can see there's some dead dry leaves here, so we can just pick those off, because the dead stuff, not only does it look ugly, but yeah, it encourages rot, it can invite undesirable pests, so it's best just to keep on top of that, keep them looking pretty, keep them healthy. So that's the one with the big root ball, and this one also has a few strong roots of its own, so these guys will survive happily on their own, become their own plants, and will give off their own little pups. So I'm going to put those over here, and we'll move on to the aloe, just to get that out of the pot, and then we can just get them into their new, ooh, wow, into their new pots. Okay, now it's the first time I'm actually taking them out of their decorative pots, and I was greeted with this. Look at that, that's insane. It's a huge root, so to say this guy is pot bound is putting it mildly. So I hope I can actually pull it out. It looks like the holes at the bottom of the pot are big enough to maybe work them through, so if I'm careful, maybe I can get this out of the pot without breaking this. So let's have a look. This one hasn't been sat in water, but for some reason, there's like a plastic bag at the bottom. I don't know. Hannah? Kevin? Why you do that? Why like this? I don't understand. But, yeah. Oh, look at that. Easy peasy. No snapping, no breaking. So, wow. This guy is happy. He's very root bound, but he is very happy. Let's see what's left after I've separated the pups. And I don't know, because this guy kind of seems nice altogether. I don't really want to separate him too much, because in all fairness, he's not all that overcrowded. He's just pot bound, and I think aloes actually look a lot nicer when they're a bit overcrowded. So I think for this guy here, maybe what we'll do is we'll put him into a slightly bigger pot than the one he came in. And maybe, just maybe, and I'll be happy with that, but we'll see. Let's work out all this old medium, these roots a bit free. Honestly, I have no idea how long they've been in these pots for, how long they've had them. I know they've been sat in the bathroom, they look pretty happy and healthy in there, but I really don't know how old these plants are. They look pretty well maintained though, so either whoever gave them as gifts either done something with the pots before they were given, or maybe wherever they got them from just really loves plants and done a good job for their new masters. So, I don't know, either way it works. Those roots are, wow, wow, look, that's so cool. So yeah, I think I've decided, look how many babies are in here. There's only 2 babies on this one. I think I'm just going to take one off, like that, because it has its own strong root system. And I think I'm going to leave the rest, because I actually like this one, so yoink! That's mine now. It's the maintenance tax. So, okay, yeah, I think this one I'm just going to give some fresh dirt and put it back into a slightly bigger pot so it's not so root bound. But yeah, that one doesn't really need to be separated because it's gorgeous as it is. So yeah, okay. Right, so I've got another pot and I'm just going to, let's move this out of the way. Just going to have a look, set it in here. Make sure there's plenty of drainage in there. Oh, this is a succulent and cactus mix with my mix of ceramis. So I use ceramis in place of perlite because I can't seem to find perlite also easily here. So I use ceramis, which is clay pellets, in the place of perlite. So it just kind of looks. Let's have a look. There's a bit of perlite on the table here. So this is the perlite. You can see it's white, and this is the ceramis. So a little bit of a side-by-side comparison. Basically the same thing. So I'm just going to pop him in here, and hopefully he'll be good for another couple of years. Okay. Yeah, very messy when I repot, but I haven't actually done the cleaning this week, so I thought I would do this video before I cleaned my house. Seems the smartest order to do things. But hey, I don't care. Okay. So there is the aloe vera. Repotted. Well, I don't know if this is an aloe vera. I'm pretty sure it's an aloe. Pretty certain. But, okay. So now the next one, which is this little guy here. What I suspect is, I don't know, is this an aloe or Haworthia? I really don't know, I'm so confused. So, some ceramics. I'm just going to do something up here. Into that. A handful of soil, just mix it up a little bit. Oh, that's the thing about these rosette succulents. I mean, they are so pretty, but they are such a pain in the ass to repot. Especially when it's a tight fit in the pot like this. And you always kind of find yourself trying your best to avoid getting the soil between the leaves, but you know what? It doesn't quite work to plan, does it? This is why I prefer the tree kind of looking succulents and plants. I mean, I have some rosette succulents, but I think they're not really my all-time favourite. I like to look at them, but I don't know. They're annoying to maintain and look after, I find. What do you guys think? What are your preferred types of succulents? Do you like the rosettes best, or do you like the other types best? Like the ones that turn into trees or bushes or something like that. So there we go, that's number 2. And last but not least, and again we'll get some ceramics. Soil, just mixing that up like that. You couldn't see what I was doing the last time, but that's all I'm doing, just kind of mixing it so the ceramics is evenly mixed to the medium that I'm using. Okay. Oh. Yeah, when that dries, I'm going to have to go along with a straw or something to get the rest of that dirt off. See, this is what I'm talking about with rosette succulents. Look at that. No matter how hard you try, stuff gets stuck in there. And it's annoying. But yeah, each to their own, I suppose. Just kind of slip it up and pop it in the middle there. And if any of you watching could recommend an easier way of doing this, because I'm pretty sure I'm just derping it here, but if there's a better way I could be doing this again, feel free to comment and let me know. Because you don't know what you don't know and all that. Okay. That's still too big. damp to blow that off, but I'll see to that later. And there he is. Yeah. Which leaves me thinking, what the heck do I do with all the babies? Because, yeah, I have a lot. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab some of my clay pebbles, put them in here, and I'm going to put some ceramics, like a drainage layer, and a little bit of soil, so now, I think that one, maybe this one, because it doesn't have, it has the roots starting to come through, but it doesn't have a deep root, so it can just sit there. Well, I don't know, I think I'm just going to leave them in there to produce some pups, but I think I'm going to do something a little bit special. I bought something special for this, and I'll show you what that is in a sec. Okay, so I've got some decorative top dressing, so why not crack this open and try it out a little bit. Something a little different. This is what I was kind of talking about with the shallow root system, so you can put them in shallow dishes like this and they'll be absolutely fine. And there it is with some top dressing, just looking a bit uniform and white and a bit prettier. See, top dressing isn't necessary, but if you just like to make the pots look a little bit special and a bit more prettier, it's an option if you don't like to see the dirt. That's what it looks like. Alright, so I've gone ahead and put these two little cuttings into these mini pots as well. So and I can decide what she wants to do with these. They're not quite secure yet, as I've just kind of stuck them in, so they need to anchor themselves and grow new roots, but yeah, there they are. Now, that leaves the abundance of these guys. So I'm going to go away and think about what to do with these, and I'll show you a shot of them all once I've finished potting up. And here we go, all finished. It took a while, but we finally got there. So from 3 pots, we have an additional 7. Look at all that, it's a Puppapalooza, peeps. But I love it, I'm sure you all love it too. So the original 3 here, those ones will be going back. I'm going to be giving these back and these back. But I've decided I'm going to keep this one and this one because I like it. So yeah, there you go, Hannah and Kevin. Your plants are all potted up, and yeah, next time we see each other, I'm going to have a whole buttload of plants for you. So make room, because they're coming. Anyway, peeps, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It's always appreciated. Much love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.